Hi, and welcome to another edition of our Seaman High School News. Tonight we have some really good stories for you. We'll first take you all the way to Liberal for the Seaman Vikes football team. We'll then take a peek at our 2005-2006 Yale leaders, the EI Fall Festival, along with our fall play, The Foreigner, and end it with a Drive to Save Lives campaign story, so stay tuned. Hi everyone, I'm Casey Hughes, and tonight we've put together many great stories for you. We'll start off the night in Liberal. Ben Carlson and Marcus Peebler are here to give you the highlights.
Greg Lott rushed for 220 yards, including a 75-yard touchdown run with less than 2 minutes to go in the first half, to lead Seaman to a 23-7 win over Liberal in the first round of the Class 5A playoffs.
Oh, he played a tremendous role for us on Saturday, like he always has. You know, he just does everything for us offensively, catches the ball, runs with it. He just makes great plays when he has to. And you know, we were a little bit frustrated with him too, though. He put the ball on the ground and a little more than he'd like to, but we're going to take care of that this week.
Seaman did fumble the ball 8 times, but recovered 6 of them, including 4 quarterback-center exchanges.
We were very disappointed in the mistakes we made, you know, the bad snap exchange with the quarterbacks and the fumbles and the penalties, and you know, we were disappointed in that aspect of it. But what I was pleased with was the way we were able to react to that, to those mistakes and overcome them. But we're going to work on those mistakes this week.
The Vikings scored early in the second quarter when Stephon Stevens drove over the goal line from the 2-yard line to give Seaman a 7-0 lead. On its next possession, Seaman converted a 3rd and 12 for a 48-yard touchdown when Stevens hit Dallas Blocker on a slant. Blocker shucked one defender to get the first down and broke free for the score. Late in the half, Lott reeled off his 75-yard run to give the Vikings a 21-0 halftime lead.
Well, our team came out fired up. Our offense did really great the first half. Our defense did great the whole game. Our offense, we scored 21 the first half with great blocking. Our line was getting downfield, blocking well, and our defense was doing great as always. 3 and outs, getting the ball back to the offense.
The Vikings scored a safety early in the second half following a 76-yard punt that gave Liberal the ball at its own 1-yard line. Lott fumbled the free kick return and Liberal recovered at the Vikings' 47-yard line. Liberal took advantage of the turnover and scored early in the fourth after converting a 4th and 7 from the Vikings' 32-yard line when Mark Grande threw a 31-yard pass to Rustin Watt. John David Willimon scored for Liberal on a 9-yard run 2 plays later. Seaman held off Liberal down the stretch to earn the 23-7 win. Seaman, now 8-2, will face Bishop Carroll, 9-1, in a quarterfinal game scheduled for 7:00 p.m. Friday at Seaman. Carroll defeated Great Bend 23-0 on Friday night.
Thanks, Ben and Marcus. The Vikes were amazing. Be sure and cheer them on Friday night at home. Hope to see you all there. Do you want to be another cross on the side of the road? Seaman Vikings drive to save lives. The cheerleaders have been looking for an extra boost for the past couple of years, and now they have found it. Here's Dustin Peterzani with the story.
Cheerleaders, a natural part of a football game. But this year, there's someone new to the game, and his name is Garrett Reedman. He has become the Seaman High School yell leader. And what were the typical comments about why he's doing this?
I don't know, to hang out with chicks all day like Garrett.
Ah yes, for the girls, of course. Why would anyone put themselves in such a seemingly embarrassing position for anything else? But is he willing to do it in front of all these people? So we asked what some people thought about this yell leader.
I think they do it just to be funny or to be different.
They're not good at sports.
Luckily, we caught up to Garrett when he was in a cheerful enough mood to talk to us. I asked the first question, why do you like doing this?
I like being a yell leader because it's fun. It's something I wasn't really serious about at first, but the friendships that I've made and the people that I've met, it's been really, really awesome. I don't know. It's something I take serious now and something that I've learned that I've wanted to do for a while, so hopefully I can still do it in college.
And what would you say to the people who don't look at this in a positive sense?
But yeah, I used to be one of them, so I actually went to tryouts because I actually started getting into it and it turned out to be pretty fun and liked it ever since. And always get the same questions, who was in it, for girls and that kind of stuff. And it's not, you really just take it serious, and when you actually do it, it's a lot different than what you think and what people think of it. They just think it's something easy, and it's really not. It requires a lot of work.
Hi, my name's Garrett Reedman, and I'm a Seaman High School yell leader. S-H-S!
This has been a Dustin Peterzani report from Seaman High School News.
Thanks, Dustin. On October 28th, East Indianola celebrated their fall festival. Let's take a look.
This song is called Shadings.
Looks like a lot of fun. It's nice to see everyone out there having a good time. So you all should start getting really excited because now our fall play is on its way. Here is Dylan Artzer with more information.
Ku Klux Klan, you're just going to wear those over your jeans and stuff. So the Ku Klux Klan, you're just...
While the band's worried about their halftime show and the football players are busy practicing, there's another group of dedicated students doing their part to ensure sterling performances. 7 of Seaman High School's best actors and actresses work hard for 10 weeks, learning lines, developing characters, memorizing blocking or stage movement, and occasionally grabbing a drill to help build the set of this year's fall play, The Foreigner.
The hardest part about doing a comedy, The Foreigner by Larry Shue, is probably the comedy itself. Young actors have to learn how to set up jokes and work as an ensemble with each other to find the funny, and boy, they have found the funny.
I like the fall play because it allows me to do things that I wouldn't do as Zachary Marcello. I really enjoy being in the fall play. I love spending time with actors and the tech people. They're all really great. Every one of them makes me laugh.
I love theater because being on stage is awesome and performing is a blast.
On November 17th, 18th, and 19th, these past 10 weeks of hard work and dedication is put to the test when the Foreigner opens in the Seaman High School auditorium. This has been Dylan Artzer reporting.
I can't wait to see the play. I hope to see you all there at the Foreigner. It sounds really good. For the past couple of months, our media tech classes have been putting together stories and PSAs to campaign against destructive, impaired, and underage driving safety. Here is Katie Hughes with a very informative story about teenage driving.
Diary. My parents are driving me crazy. I'll be 16 soon, and they still won't let me drive by myself. Not even down the street to my friend's house. Everyone else's parents let them drive. Why can't I? Frustrated and 15.
We see it every day, peer pressures amongst teens, but we rarely associate this type of pressure to parents.
However, it's happening every day, and it's a pressure that could cost their child their life.
Sound familiar? During first year of licensed driving, 1 out of 5 male drivers and 1 out of 10 female 16-year-olds will have a collision. Now, does that sound familiar? More and more parents of first-year drivers are feeling the pressure, as other parents are allowing their 15-year-olds to drive. We talked to Brenda Dobler, mother of 15-year-olds, to see how she's been feeling the heat.
I guess my biggest thing is like when they turn 15 and the summer after freshman year, their 9th grade year, it's getting the kids and the parents aware of what actually 15-year-olds can be doing and should not be doing as drivers, and especially as soon as after they take the driver's education course during the summer. I think some parents and students aren't aware of exactly what the rules are. Like they shouldn't be driving with anybody else in the vehicle except for like their parents. And then I understand too, it's like anybody 18 that lives in their home. And then also like driving to and from school, to and from work. Some tend to think that like if there's a sport activity or camp during the summertime, that they're free to drive to and from those just because it's to school and then back home. But that's not what it means. It means that it's during school hours when school is in session, and school's not in session till the middle of August, and some 15-year-olds are driving to and from school before school starts in the middle of August. And that tends to bother me because you know, as a parent, I try to enforce those rules, but then my kids see other kids are able to break the rules and drive during the summertime before school starts. And it's really hard as a parent to, you know, keep your kids on track when they see other kids doing it. That is the wrong way.
We're all given choices in life. So the next time you decide to give your keys to an underage driver, you just may be choosing death.
So we talked. I guess I can understand where my parents are coming from. I mean, it's my life we're dealing with. I could probably use some more experience. 15 and understand.
%85% of crashes by teen drivers are caused by driving error. Don't be a statistic. Seaman Vikings, drive to save lives.
Teens have died in wrecks since last year in Kansas. Pay attention, you could be 65. Seaman Vikings, drive to save lives.
Are you a good driver?
Yes, I think I'm a good driver.
Yeah, at first it was pretty scary, but I've been driving for a couple of years now.
I'm a good driver because I don't speed.
I'm a good driver because I watch the road.
I think I'm a good driver because I'm an extremely defensive driver.
5,000 teens of driving age die in car accidents every year. They thought the same thing. Seaman Vikings, drive to save lives.
Hey Mom.
What?
Can I just take this driving course? It'll help me out a lot.
Are you kidding? No way. This is way too expensive.
Oh, you see these sweet shoes, Mom? Come on.
Wow, those are pretty cool.
Think I can get them?
Sure, I don't know why not.
Hey, I'm here to get my license.
Here you go.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
See you later.
Seaman Vikings, drive to save lives.
Thank you, Katie. Well, that's all for tonight's edition of Seaman High School News. I hope that you will all come down and cheer on our fabulous football team at home on Friday. Good luck, Vikes. Thanks for staying tuned. Make sure and watch our rebroadcast of our show Sunday at 6. This is Casey Hughes signing off for Seaman High School News.